Okay, I have been waiting months to make this video. Um, yeah, listen, I am not a rich guy, like, at all whatsoever, but this past year, I don't know, a lot of Xenoblade collectibles came out that just, like, really interest me, just in a variety of areas, figures, just official merchandise and stuff like that, that honestly I kind of spent a little bit of money on. Most of this stuff in this video I actually bought earlier in the year, but again, I've been waiting months for all of it to get here just so I can make an unboxing video today. And the first thing that I want to start with um, is the Trinity Box soundtrack that a lot of people have been waiting for, that they first made available back, I think, in April. And in reality, a lot of people, including myself, had to wait like an extra month for, because they had a whole bunch of shipping problems and, packages getting damaged. Which I think the outside of mine got like a little bit damaged, but hopefully that's just the outside. So yeah, all of this stuff. I got like the soundtrack. I got some figure stuff. And yeah, I've not touched the stuff in months, despite some of it, trickling into my doorway one by one. So I'm very excited to finally get a chance to open all of this stuff. You could see they try to make an effort, especially with this the bubble wrap, to make sure this is I guess safe. So let's see what we've got here. Yeah, this looks like really nice. It actually looks smaller than some of the pictures that I've seen online of people getting theirs. But that's perfectly fine by me. I'm almost afraid to like rip the plastic just because it looks so nice. A fairly civilized way of taking it out of the plastic. And this looks perfect, bro. This looks like beautiful. Yeah, I think both this soundtrack and the Xenoblade 3 one specifically that they were advertising totaled like around $300. And honestly, I've never bought any type of like physical music before, despite the fact that I love physical media. So when they announced this, I was very, very intrigued, because again, I've never owned something like this before. But yeah, this looks absolutely beautiful. Yeah, I feel like if you're watching this, you've probably already seen this on social media already. But yeah, seeing this in person, like, yeah, this is why I wanted to do this unboxing video, because it just looks really, really nice. And assuming this is the booklet that comes with it, yeah, I'm probably going to give this a nice, good read, probably in private. But yeah, this is beautiful. This honestly is money well spent. This is really nice. But yeah, like I said, I like, let's be honest, you could probably, if you really want to enjoy the soundtrack for like any of the Xeno games, you could go on YouTube and you can find whatever track you're looking for. But these days, in an era where digital media is taking over, physical is dying out, and for a myriad of reasons, both culturally and in the business sense, um, I I'm still just attached to physical. I'm still just attached to physical media, man. Like, it still means a lot to me. And again, I've never owned like um physical media in the way of music before. It's mostly been books and physical games, stuff like that. But yeah, this stuff is absolutely awesome. The girl with the gall and lands. Tyon, Uni, Ouroboros. Fun fact: Uni's Ouroboros is actually my second favorite Ouroboros, second only to Senna's. Senna's is like hands down my favorite Ouroboros form. Like not even just because of her design, but also I don't know if anyone has noticed this, but Senna's Ouroboros form, I personally feel like embodies the aspect of her personality that she wants to embrace the most. Like she's super confident in her Ouroboros form. Yeah, and like you can clearly see that in her voice lines and just like her moves and everything. You could clearly see that like her Ouroboros has like a form of bravado and just not arrogance, but just secureness in everything that like she really emulates when she's fighting. And I actually really love that. Melia. Obviously love Melia. I'm hoping to get a Melia figure soon. You probably already know from the thumbnail of this video what figure I ended up getting recently, so. But yeah, that is the Trinity box. Yeah. Very, very pleased, very happy with this. Absolutely beautiful. So, yeah, money well spent. Okay, so the next one, I'm going to open up the Xenoblade 3 one. Let's see what we got. Okay, so, I think a lot of people also got this, but to my knowledge, I think they were saying they had a problem with like the replica flutes that are supposed to come with the Xenoblade 3 soundtrack. And I can't remember off of the email. They said that they would. I can't remember if they said that they would be like shipped separately or if the one included is the correct one. Either way, it's fine. Again, absolutely gorgeous. And yeah, I was actually really happy to learn that like this was like an original, I guess, recent piece of artwork that they did. And yeah, both with Xenoblade 2 and 3, I love the slice of life stuff, man. Like, you know, getting attached to the characters and everything, and just yes, the plot and all of the deeper, you know, philosophical themes and everything, but just like the slice of life stuff where like everyone is just hanging around, being a found family. Like, I love that stuff. I love the quests in the game that go in that direction. And yeah. Also, again, smaller than I thought it was going to be, but I'm not complaining. Because I like small things. I like small collectibles, even though like there's nothing wrong with bigger ones. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is really nice. Oh, okay. Here's the picture. This is really nice. I really like this. I have to make sure like I find a spot for all of this in my house. Oh. This is, I don't even know, I don't even want to change the orientation of this, because this is absolutely beautiful. Let's see that. Yeah, I remember way back during the pre-release hype days, I had like, I had no clue, I don't think anyone did, but a lot of us were wondering about, how the flute was going to play such a pivotal role in Xenoblade 3. Because, I think right after the reveal trailer, they said as much, I think, on within whatever info had been released, like that day when the Nintendo Direct dropped. So at that time, you know, when I was younger, I played in, band, for school and everything. So obviously, like I knew what type of, musical uh visions have been, manifested through the flute and everything, and always have found the flute um to be very, a really cool instrument and everything. But I just like I never perceived it as anything like grand, until Xenoblade 3 came out. And um seeing like everything that they were able to just manifest with this soundtrack, all the feelings and emotions that the game has been able to invoke. um I'm, you know, I've never studied music theory, and I've seen a couple people online, smarter than me, kind of like do breakdowns on, how the music connects to what's going on in the game, how the music, um, is created, like what deeper purpose it serves in the overall narrative, and reading a lot of that stuff is like really interesting after playing the game, and like hearing just how good it is and hearing how effective uh, all of these melodies are at invoking deeper feelings and deeper inspirations. So I was wondering, let's see. Yep, here it is. Number 9 for Future Redeemed. Yeah, like this was also not like a wild time, but a moment that got a lot of people hyped when they were advertising these boxes. And obviously they didn't put the titles in here, but they revealed that these boxes were going to be available for the first time in July, and they were going to include music from the DLC. So a lot of people uh, were thinking, oh, the DLC is coming out at some point before July, including myself. Like I was just like, what? Um, I'm pretty certain all of this has been translated already. Um, I've actually neglected to look at any of the translations. I'm gonna do that in private probably. But yeah, oh, this is beautiful. I love this. This is absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, again, never studied music theory, but I'm constantly interested in just seeing like how the vision for all this stuff manifested. Um, Especially again when it's so effective. I know I know some people were complaining a little bit about like the overall soundtrack in relation to Xenoblade 1 and 2, but I don't know. I feel like I'm in the minority because I like playing it by myself for the first time. I didn't have any issue with the soundtrack. I didn't feel like obviously it's different from 1 and 2. We're dealing with a different overall environment for various reasons, but I bro, I was jamming. Like I loved everything that I was hearing, and once again, like just going through the game, I was like, I gotta like figure out a way to find this song online. And I was very captivated by the music, like the whole way through. And so like I remember like reading discourse online after I beat the main story and everything. Like I was actually kind of surprised, not like in a bad way, because it's everyone's opinion and everything. Um, that people were a little bit dissatisfied by just like the overall, I guess, tone of like the, not the whole soundtrack, the area themes is what I'm thinking of. Sorry, but yeah, both of these money well spent, beautiful condition for me in terms of like how they came. Yeah, worth the wait too. So I'm happy with that. All right, so the next thing, some smaller stuff. Again, kind of, I think I bought this back in May or early June. And this was, both of these were very interesting because originally I didn't really want them. They are these two little keychains that are like official little collectibles. Yeah, I think one of them, this one, actually came out already, was actually already released back in 2020, and then they just resold it, I think, earlier this year, or like had a restock, basically. And originally, I wasn't really interested in this, honestly. But again, like, I've kind of learned about myself in terms of like, I guess, you know, gaming nerd related merch and collectibles. I like small things, so like seeing this, like I saw pictures of this outside of the box, and it actually looked pretty cool, like cooler than the product images, weirdly enough. And I don't know, I feel like that's a theme with me. Like a lot of times, the way a product will look outside of the box, you know, separate from the product images, I like it more when I like see how the product looks in a real world setting, and like that will be what gets me interested in the product. And that was the case with this, because I saw this advertised like just on a random day. I don't even remember when it was. And yeah, I wasn't really interested in it until I saw like how it looked, and it looks really cool. This is really nice. I'm kind of afraid to take it out though. I don't want to like damage it at all. To be totally honest, I think I'm gonna leave it in here like this. I like this as a very nice little mantelpiece, you know. And then you can guess. Let's see. Let's put this. But I got the Xenoblade 3 one that I literally saw on the same day. Okay. Also, some thoughts that I was ruminating on recently. After playing Future Redeemed, man, I actually really like, well, both by extension Matthews, but Noah's sword, you know, Lucky 7. It's a bad boy right here. I like it a lot more after playing Future Redeemed. Not to say I didn't like it before, but I distinctly remember, you know, playing 3 for the first time. In terms of aesthetic design, right? 1, you know, the Monado from 1 is still my favorite sword design out of all of the swords in the series. And originally, I've always liked Lucky 7, but I was never like wow, this sword design is amazing. But honestly, after playing Future Redeemed and just getting invested in all of the things that like Lucky Seven is supposed to stand for, you know, like a collection of wills, you know, the collective effort of everything from one and two. I actually like Lucky Seven a lot more now, because of just like the themes that it encapsulates, you know. Um, but yeah, I think I'm also gonna leave this one in here and just kind of let them rock as mantelpieces like this. But yeah, I really like these. Again, money well spent. Okay, so next I actually kind of already unboxed, and it's actually really funny because I kind of got like super lucky with this because I got I got Pyra and Mithra amiibos for free. Like, not even joking. Um, I kind of had to unbox it already to make sure like I wasn't like scammed. I just wanted to make sure. But yeah, here they are right here. Yeah, I don't know how, man. I am super lucky. I'm not joking when I say I got these for free, and I got them like right when they went on sale. Um, there's really no story here. The only story is I knew that these were gonna sell out like hotcakes. Um, and so I saw a Best Buy link, you know, on because there's a couple like Nintendo, and Amiibo, uh, accounts on Twitter that you know will like give you updates on like what's going up, what's in restock, and whatever. So I saw one. It said, "Oh, they're up on Best Buy," and I kind of wasn't expecting to get my hands on it. I figured they were gonna be gone in a couple seconds. But I went to the link, and then I remembered I had an old Best Buy gift card that was like still eligible and I had not used. So I just put it in real quick and bam. This was for the actually no, not when they got released. This was for the pre-order. So I got the pre-order and yeah, got the confirmation email and everything and I was like, "Oh, okay." I wasn't expecting to actually have success with that. Um, but these are also kind of funny because I think a couple days before they were officially released, I saw like a Reddit leak of what they were like, you know, supposed to look like, in person, and this is actually kind of a counter argument to what I was saying earlier about me liking the picture of products in person outside of the product images, because I was looking at this Reddit leak of this, I guess, guy who had them, and honestly, they looked kind of bad, at least in that picture. And so a couple days before release, I was kind of worried because I was like, and I saw no other comments pointing this out or like saying this or echoing this, and I was like, am I the only one that like thinks they look kind of bad? I don't know. To this day, I think it might have just been the picture or whatever camera the guy used. Because when I actually got mine and I opened it up, I was like, they look really good. Like, I actually really like. I really like just how they look. I mean, they're amiibos, so it's like these aren't like figures that are worth hundreds of dollars or whatever. I actually don't. I don't have the Good Smile figure ones, at the moment. I'll probably get them at some point in the future. But like looking at these, I actually really like these. I actually really like Pyra's just I guess pose and well, both are poses, but like the I guess small little details that are supposed to be, you know, Pyra's suit and everything. I like that. I like this is such a lame detail, but like just like her flags that are part of Pyra's outfit, you know, like I like the way it, you know, just comes with her pose and everything. Um, and yeah, I'm not gonna take these out of the box either. Maybe someday if I find a good deal, I'll buy another one to, you know, actually take out of the box. But yeah, um, got very lucky with these. Okay, so This box, I bought this Nia figure back in June, and I've not been able to open it, actually. So, a little bit of this box actually has some dust on it, but it's fine, it's whatever. I've been very excited to open this. I opened the top already, as you can see. Literally, because I wanted to make this video, so I opened the top just to make sure it, like, came properly. But other than that, I have not touched it. Okay. Well, here she is. This figure is also kind of interesting for me because I've only actually, within this past year, have gotten into, like, collecting more. You know, as you could see from today's video. But, like, I remember seeing Nia be announced for Good Smile, like, a while ago. I don't remember the date, but, you know, these figures get announced, like, a year beforehand. So I remember that. And I remember, like, actually really liking how she looked and everything. But I wasn't sure if I wanted to get it. And so, like, this purchase was actually, like, a bit of a last minute thing. Obviously, I ended up paying more because I didn't pre-order it. But I did find a site that was able to get it to me, like, I guess close to retail price, like, after taxes and shipping. But yeah, so not the worst deal in the world if it's, you know, considering I didn't pre-order it. And like a lot of people, I absolutely love Nia's character. Both way back in the day when I played 2 for the first time, and by extension, Xenoblade 3. We definitely do not have time to get into a long video essay about Nia's character, but I think a lot of people have made clear online why she's amazing, why the themes associated with her, you know, the way she embraces her identity is, you know, a very clear allegory for stuff, and just her relationship with everyone, especially when you think about how much she's grown and matured since the very first time that you see her. It's like, I saw a clip of the beginning of Xenoblade 2 recently, and it's crazy to think that when you think about it, like, this girl is like the primogenitor for a 1,000-year bloodline that essentially helped save the universe. And the first time you meet her, she's just arguing with a salvager that she met on a job for the first time by a knob-on. And it's just crazy in that regard, you know? And I love it. Alright, my camera cut out. So, but this is the finished product, I think. Yeah. I think that this looks absolutely phenomenal. Like, yeah. Like, I think what, a couple months ago when I decided to buy this, again, like, I was really thinking about, like, just the craftsmanship on this Nia figure, and just, yeah, I don't know. For some reason, it's just one of those things that you pick up that you just randomly get interested in. Because I was always aware that there were Xenoblade figures, but I don't know. I thought they were cool, but I was never really, like, gung-ho to own one. Until this year for some reason. I don't know. I just started thinking about the craftsmanship and, like, you know, the artistry in it, and I was just, like, intrigued. So I decided to pick this up, I guess, kind of last minute, like, because I bought this, like, when she was, like, very close to being, like, fully released. But yeah, and I'm happy with it. Like, this looks really cool. I just have to find somewhere in my house to, I guess, display it, because again, like, I don't really have, like, a ton of collectibles. If anything, I have books. Like, I have some of the Xenoblade art books and stuff, and the Xenoblade 3 Collector's Edition that I want to display at some point. But for now, they're kind of just piled on top of each other. But yeah, so this is everything that I bought this year. Yep, and here's Pyra and Mithra. They kind of, I don't know, they kind of didn't fit in this little display I made here, but yeah. They're I really like these amiibos. Very much looking forward to the Noah and Neo amiibos. And I think there's like two Mio figures coming out in the upcoming years. There's the Figma Mio, and then there's one that they literally just announced like a couple weeks ago prior to filming this. Um, but yeah, very much looking forward to that. I don't know where I'm gonna put them in my house, but I'll figure out a place or something. Um, Also, for anyone wondering, like this shirt that I'm wearing, this isn't a shirt that you could buy anywhere. This is actually a custom-made shirt that my brother, who is also into Xenoblade, made for me, which I'm like super grateful for. Um, but yeah, I don't think he's selling them, so sorry. I can't. As yeah, it's just a cool little thing that I wanted to wear for this video because I thought it'd be like really nice. um, but yeah, so I think that about does it here. In the future, I definitely want to do another like not an unboxing video, but like a video just showing off my entire collection. So yeah, hopefully I'll get to do that probably maybe the end of the year, early 2024, because there's other videos I want to work on. But yeah, I think that all of this stuff is like, again, money well spent. Very good condition for all of these in terms of like, you know, how they look, how they came to me. So that about does it here.